Awesome. Well, guys, welcome to our game plan chat for the United States of America. In this game plan chat, we chat about the treasure that is on the table in the first, say, 60 to 90 days. And I think the focus of this game plan chat is to give you the fundamentals of how we start this business, and we start this business strong. And just to highlight some of the treasure that's on the table, in my experience, there's between $1,500 and $2,000 available in your first 60 to 90 days, which is pretty exciting. So when I first started the business, I was told that desire is an important element to success. Knowing where you want to be in 3 months or 6 months, knowing the money that you want out of this business for it to be successful. And I think you need to think about that. Why are you doing this business? Because why you're doing this business, once you're clear on why you're doing the business, it's a lot easier to attract team to come join you and follow you. So you may be a stay-at-home mum that wants to contribute to groceries. You may be a mum that the husband's fly in, fly out, or working away, and you may want to retire him. You may just want to contribute, feel like you're contributing to the household expenses. You may be in work, full-time work, and you may want to take a step back. You may be a dad that's wanting to stay home with the children. So whatever those reasons are, I think you need to be clear on that, because desire is really important. And wanting to know what success looks like to you in the first 3 months, 6 months is important. To me, around desire is chapter 1 is looking after ourselves, okay? What do we need out of this business for it to be successful? And then chapter 2, once we've reached that, or on the way to reaching that, and we're comfortable and confident in that, then chapter 2 is more about others. And, we all know if you help more people get what they want, you're going to receive what you want. And that's definitely chapter 2 of this business. So the game plan chat, we're just going to map out the first 60 to 90 days. And then we're also going to take it a little bit further and talk about, if your desire is $1,000 a month or $3,000 a month, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in this business from a monthly perspective. So the stage 1 is $1,500 to $2,000 in the first 60 to 90 days, the bonuses that are on the table. And then stage 2 of the game plan chat, we'll talk about the monthly passive income, which I believe is where the real treasure is. But I will tell you where we're at in that game plan chat, and you may want to stop that and come back to that later on. So I'm going to use my whiteboard. Doesn't fall over. And just make sure it is in view. Cool. So this business, we get paid 3 different ways in this business. And the first way we get paid is retail sales profit. So when we put the customer in contact with Juice Plus, we get rewarded for that. And this training session, we are going to focus on the trio. So the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries. Fruits, vegetables, and the berries, so the trio. And when we recommend and sell that product, we get paid for it, and it's retail sales profit. But also when that happens, we get points. And this is a points-based business. The more points we earn, the easier it is to go, I suppose, through the levels. But when we sell that trio, we are rewarded rewarded with 169 points. Okay, so for each of the levels requires different points. So for this training session and this game plan chat, we are just going to base everything on the trio, but we do have other products. And I know when my wife and I joined the business, we treated it as a business. The first step is always being a product of the product, and we purchased all of the products, but maybe you can't afford that at this stage. And the trio to me is the bare minimum. It is our flagship product of being on that. So I'm going to base this training session or this game plan chat on that. So we talk about 3 important steps in this business. And the first important step is reaching what we call VF. Our business is set up of different levels. Just like promotions in traditional business, our business has levels also. And the first important level in this business, or the kind of the foundation for this business, is what we call VF. It's the virtual franchise position. But to get there, we go through another level, which is called DD. So first step, DD. DD requires 500 points, and we have 30 days to do that. Now those points are PVC, product volume control. Now how do we get those points? Remember when I held up the product? When we recommend the product and our customers purchase the product directly from Juice Plus, every time we sell the trio, we're rewarded 169 points. So the trio is 169. And that's kind of our foundation for this training session. So for me to hit this 500 points and hit the first level of DD, if I do that in the first 30 days, we have a $100 bonus, which is pretty cool. So where does that come from? How do we earn the 500 points to get the $100 bonus? So I'm going to draw me here. It takes 3 trio orders at 169, which is about 507 points, come from my own orders and also other household orders. Okay, so friends, family, people that maybe want to look good, feel good, maybe drop some weight, have some issues going on, need extra nutrition into their diets. They're the people that are going to be purchasing Juice Plus from you. And when that happens, we need 3 different orders. One of the rules, one of the conditions in United States of America is that those orders need to come from 3 households, your own household and 2 other households. Okay, so I'm going to write 3 houses. Okay, so that there, when I do that, I hit the first level of DD. And when I hit DD, I earn $100. Okay, some people do that in the first few days. Okay, because they know people that are looking for the product, they're excited about it, they've just started taking the product, they start talking to their family and friends, kind of that warm market. Okay, now what I explained before is to get to where the first important step, which is what we call VF, which is the next level up from there. But you've got to kind of go through DD and pick up that $100 bonus. Okay, to get to VF, we need 2,000 PVC points again. It's exactly the same, but this time we have 60 days to do it. Now, in my experience, people can do it a lot quicker or take the full 60 days. But for me, I wanted to find the easiest way to do that. Okay, so there's 2 types. People that you talk to are really either interested in the product or the business. Okay, so with the product, they become customers. Maybe they want to look good, feel good, drop some weight. But with regards to the business opportunity, they're the people that believe what you believe. And for me, the quickest way to get to VF and earn the 2,000 points is to find other people that believe what you believe. Okay, so for me, my wife and I, we found 3 people that believe the same thing that we believed. My wife didn't want to go back to work, so we reached out to our friends and family of other mums that didn't want to go back to work or wanted to step away from work. Okay, and what I love about this business is what we talk about duplication. Okay, what was taught to me from my upline, I'm then teaching other people how to do it. And what I'm now teaching those people is to get to DD. So I'm finding 3 people to get to DD, okay? Because DD is the first step before we get to VF. And when those 3 people hit DD, they also hit 500 points, okay? And what's my requirement? I need 2,000 points. Those 2,000 points can come from my own 500 points plus my 3 team. Because one of the other conditions is that I need, well, the bonus at this level at VF is $250. Okay, it's a $250 bonus, and we need 1 team, but I've done it the smart way and I've actually got 3 team, and the other condition is 8 houses. Okay, so I've taught 3 other people to hit DD. 500, 500, 500 is 1,500, plus my 500 when I hit DD, means that I've hit 2,000 points within your first 30 or 60 days. Okay, my experience, once you're in momentum and start talking to people and get into high action, that is achievable in your first 30 days. Okay, when you do that, you hit VF. And you earn $250. For the point of this training session, we're going to assume that you did it within 30 days, but again, you may do it within 60 days. Okay, so we've now hit VF within our first 30 or 60 days, and we've earned another $250. Okay, and that to me is the first important step, okay, in this business, is get to virtual franchisee. But we're duplicating down what we were taught. We are now teaching these people underneath to go and find 3 more people that want the same thing that you want. Okay, so those 3 people will then, we've now gone and taught them to get to DD, to get 500 points. 3 orders, their own order and 2 other household orders. When we do that and they teach that down, these people then also have the 2,000 points to get to VF. They've met the condition, which is 1 teaming, 8 different households. Okay, we've got orders from different households here. That adds up to over 8 different households. But now they hit virtual franchisee. This person hits virtual franchisee, and this person hits virtual franchisee. And Juice Plus reward us for teaching other people. Okay, they reward us for teaching people the same thing that we've been taught. And when that happens, and these 3 people that did the same thing that you did hit VF, we've now hit VF times 3, which is $750 in teaching bonus. Okay, that to me adds up to $1,100. I know for myself, I did that in the first 3 months. Okay, but that's what's on the table in the first 2 to 3 months, just by hitting DD and then hitting VF, which is the first important step, and then teaching other people how to do the exact same thing. The thing is, when you teach those 3 people to hit DD and then VF, you've actually gone to the next level, which is sales coordinator, which requires 8,000 points. You have 6 months. Okay, and you need 2 times VF and 1 times DD. Do I have that structure? 2 times VF, I've actually got 3 VFs. So that meets that, okay, because this person is past DD. And when I do that, when I hit SC, it's a $500 bonus, okay? Which I know for myself and other people, when we teach the exact same thing that we've been taught, go and find 3 people, help them get to DD, then they go and find 3 more and help them get to DD, that first level, SC is possible in 60 to 90 days. Now let's add that up. Okay, so we've got 250 and 750 is $1,000 plus $100 for that DD bonus, $1,100. SC is $500. So we've earned $1,600 just in bonuses in the first 60 to 90 days. Every time we sell the trio, that 169, we're actually earning around $39. Okay, if we're selling it to our own customers. If your team are selling it, you're actually picking up a fraction. In my experience, when you hit SC, you've probably made between $200 and $400 in retail sales profit. Okay, but I'm going to be conservative and I'm going to put retail sales profit there as $200. You've made $1,800 in your first 2 to 3 months in bonuses and retail sales profit, which is awesome. The next level from here, the next step from here is what we talk about as being the second important step. This is the passive income in the business. So if you're just interested, remember we talked about the desire, what you want to earn, and if success to you is $1,000 in 3 months or $300 a month because you want to contribute to the groceries, we've done that. We've hit $1,800 in the first 2 to 3 months, okay? But if you consistently want to earn what we call passive income, which means is the money that you're being paid on top of your team's performance, the second most important step in this business is what we call PBQ qualification, okay? So this is kind of the more advanced stage. It's the second step of this game plan chat, but now I'm going to show you how you can earn that desired amount on a monthly basis, okay? So you know that that money is coming in every month because your desire might be $500 a month, okay? It might be $1,000 a month, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like in this business. After you've hit VF, which you have, and your team have, you have the ability to qualify for performance bonus, okay? It's the passive income in the business. It's 4 to 5% on top of your team's performance. So all the sales that your team is making, you are now being paid on top of that, okay? To get to PBQ, you need 1,000 points in PBQ points, okay? Which there are other training sessions to talk about that. But when you do that, I know for myself, I hit VF in the first month, so in the first 30 days, okay? You might have done it in your first 60 days. But when you hit VF, you have the ability in the following month to qualify for performance bonus. And when you qualify for performance bonus, on average, you are earning $500. So we're now talking about monthly revenue. Okay, this is monthly. This is the first 2 to 3 months. This is monthly. When you qualify for performance bonus, okay, on average, you will be earning $500 a month. What did you need it to do? You needed to get to VF. Once you hit VF, you needed 1,000 in volume going through your business, like the credit card charges, okay, within a 30-day period, within a monthly period, within a 30-day calendar period. And when that happens, you unlock 4 to 5% on top of your team's performance, which means on average, if it's just you that's qualified, you're earning $500. But this is based on volume and based on orders. So the way we're teaching you, which is find 3 people who then go and find 3 people each, okay, your volume will be pretty high, okay, which means it could be more than that. So the first step is get to VF. The second step is to qualify for performance bonus. When you do that, you unlock the 4 to 5%, okay? But the beauty of this, okay, is when you have 3 people underneath you do the same thing, you are earning $1,250 on average per month, okay? So how do we have 3 people underneath us do that? Remember what you needed to do. You needed to VF, 2,000 points. You did that. When you did that, you have the ability to qualify for performance bonus, which you did, and you earned $500. But now, remember, we are teaching business. So we're duplicating. We're teaching these people exact same thing we've been taught. When these people hit VF, and these people hit VF, they then have the ability to qualify for performance bonus. And when you have 3 people anywhere in your organization do that, on average, you are earning $1,250 per month. That is called 3 Club, which means 3 people underneath you have hit the first step and then the second step of performance bonus. If your desire at the start of this call, when you wrote it down, or you should have written it down, was to hit, say, $3,000 per month, what does this look like? It looks like 12 people in your organization that have hit VF and then hit performance bonus. If you look at this diagram, we've started with ourselves and we've taught 3 people to hit VF. We've then taught this person to teach those people. They've gone to DD and then VF. And when they have 2 to 3 people at VF, they're hitting SC. But when they hit VF, they also have the ability to qualify for performance bonus, which means we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 people underneath you that have qualified, which on average is $3,300 per month. Okay? And this is the third important step in this business. Teach others, which what we have just done. First step was get VF. Second step was qualify for performance bonus. Third step is teach others, which is what we're doing. We're teaching exactly the same thing. Go and find people that want the same thing you want, okay, which maybe stay home with their children, retire from work, teach them to go and get 3 customers. So they hit DD, okay, and then they teach 3 people. And then it goes on and on and on. And that is how your business continues to grow. You can't see that, okay, with or without you, because now you're in duplication. And now these people have caught the vision of what this can be for them. And then they continue to go and find 3 people who go and find 3 people. So that there in your first 2 to 3 months, okay, my experience, you can earn somewhere between $1,500 and $2,000. And once you've done that in your first 2 to 3 months, you then have the ability to hit performance bonus, which means you're earning this kind of revenue on a monthly basis. But you've got the foundations first. Get to VF, qualify for performance bonus, teach other people how to do it. And that there is the game plan chat for the USA, the money that's on the table in the first 2 to 3 months, plus the ongoing monthly revenue. If you have questions, I urge you to reach out to the person who shared that with you to get those questions answered. You may already be in the team or you may be looking at the business, but get your questions answered with whoever shared it with you.